You ever feel like you don't belong? Like every room you walk into, your thoughts are a little too heavy, your questions a little too deep, your silence a little too loud? You're not imagining it. Because being different, truly different, is not just lonely. It's threatening. But to society. Let me explain. Society doesn't want individuals. It wants templates. The world you live in is built on systems. Systems need order, and order prefers predictability. So from the moment you were born, you were handed a script. Go to school, obey authority, memorize, not think, follow the rules, don't stand out too much, be agreeable, get the job, start a family, stay quiet, die with your dreams still buried. And most people follow it. Not because they're weak, but because they've been programmed to believe that safety lies in sameness. But you started to question. And that's when you became dangerous. Because once you question one part of the script, the whole illusion starts to crack. And when you begin to see, really see, you can't unsee. Why different feels like rebellion. Society teaches conformity as morality. You're praised for obeying, you're shamed for challenging. You were told to fit in as if it's a virtue, to be normal as if it's the highest achievement, to follow the crowd even when the crowd is sleepwalking toward a cliff. And if you dare to say, I don't want to chase money like this system feels wrong. Why are we all pretending to be happy? What if success means something else? What if I don't want what everyone wants? Then suddenly you're labeled weird, rebellious, arrogant, lost. Because when you stop playing their game, they can no longer control you with their scoreboard. And that threatens the foundation. The system threatens the awake. Most people aren't evil, they're just asleep. They live in a trance, a hypnotic loop of routine, fear, and avoidance. They've outsourced their thinking to the news, their worth to social media, their identity to a paycheck, their values to a trending hashtag. So when you come along, awake, alert, observing, you don't just look different. You feel different. Your presence reflects back everything they've ignored in themselves. Your refusal to fake it threatens their comfort. Your questions disrupt their certainty. Your truth sounds like rebellion to their lies. And the scariest part? You remind them of who they could have been. Why they try to silence you. When society can't convert you, it tries to silence you. It begins subtly. You're made to feel too much, too deep, too intense, too sensitive, too opinionated. Then the volume rises. You're criticized, misunderstood, laughed at, gaslighted, excluded. Not because you're wrong, but because you're uncontrollable. Because a man who thinks for himself is a glitch in the matrix. A woman who feels deeply and speaks truthfully is a fire they cannot put out. You can't be boxed, branded, or bribed. So the system tries to reduce you to make you doubt yourself. Because self-doubt is the leash they couldn't put on you externally. Let's not romanticize this. Being different is hard. It's not some Instagram quote with a cute font. It's nights of silence. It's feeling misunderstood in every room. It's being surrounded but never seen. It's questioning yourself constantly. It's wondering if you're crazy or if the world is. It's heartbreak. Because you want connection, but you refuse to betray your truth to get it. It's grief. Because you lose people, not out of anger, but out of growth. It's solitude. Not because you want to be alone, but because inauthenticity exhausts you. But that pain, that loneliness, it's not weakness. It's proof. Proof that your soul refuses to be molded into something artificial. You weren't born to be accepted. You were born to be real. Throughout history, the ones who changed everything were never the ones who fit in. Jesus was not accepted. Socrates was executed. Galileo was silenced. Malcolm X was demonized. Frida Kahlo was misunderstood. Buddha walked away from the palace. Every prophet, mystic, thinker, and revolutionary, they were all different. Not for the sake of rebellion, but because they saw a truth that others weren't ready to face. And here's the secret no one tells you. Being different is not your burden, it is your assignment. You were sent here to disrupt, to awaken, to shift, to reflect, to remind. You're not weird, you're remembering, and that remembering scares the world that's addicted to forgetting. So what do you do now? You embrace it. You stop shrinking. You stop apologizing for the way your soul was wired. You start honoring your intensity. You start trusting your vision. You start loving your own mind. You start walking with the kind of integrity that doesn't bend just because it's uncomfortable. You don't fight the world. You transcend it. You speak truth, softly or boldly, whatever fits your nature. You live honestly, even when no one's watching. You choose peace over popularity, alignment over applause, depth over distraction. And slowly, without even trying, you'll start attracting others like you. The seekers, the feelers, the misfits, the visionaries, the ones who don't want to fit in but to build something new. And together, you don't just live outside the system, you redefine what life can look like. So if you've been feeling like you're the problem, that something's wrong with you because you don't think, feel, or move like the rest, I want you to hear this deeply. You are not the problem. You are the pattern breaker. And that's why they fear you. Because when you stop needing permission to be yourself, you become the one thing society can't control, a free soul. And nothing is more powerful than that.